The strength of a woman and the strength of a man are very different from one another, yet both are respectively very important and crucial because they are here to complement each other. However, it is not a secret that still until today, often in our societies, we associate the strength in a man with power, but the strength in a woman with dominance. In this video, I would like to talk you through why there is a difference, but also why dominance in itself isn't really such a bad thing. Some women have naturally a stronger presence and energy than others. In particular, in my early 20s and early 30s, people would very often tell me that I'm a very strong woman. But what they were actually saying underneath all of that is that my energy comes across as intimidating and dominant. Even though I wasn't able to put that into words back then, I always felt that rather as a compliment, it seemed to me more like a sort of judgment. Truth to be spoken, when we look out there in the world and how a strong woman is portrayed, whether in the movies, in the music industry, but also in the corporate world, and she's usually that warrior, that woman that demands, that controls, that pushes, that forces. And when we as young women are given these kind of role models, then we also believe that this is what the strength in a woman looks like. But the real strength of a warrior doesn't lie in his or her spear, but in his or her vulnerability. And when we speak of true feminine strength, then it is all about her groundedness, her rootedness, her presence, the way she carries herself, the way she uses her voice, and the way that she takes up space when she enters a room. When a woman is in her feminine strength, and here I'm speaking of energy, not gender, then she is fully in her power. And that energy in return demands respect all by itself. It's not something she needs to push, she needs to work for, she needs to thrive for, or she needs to even prove. It is felt by others. And that is something that we as women in particular also need to understand as a difference. Because when we don't understand and own our power, then this power is shattered into all different pieces. And it is not grounded in our body. But when it's concentrated within ourselves, now we are talking. Strength and dominance aren't necessarily the same, but dominance in itself isn't really all that bad. And here I would like to share a little secret with you as to why dominance in particular in women is considered as so dangerous. When the word dominant falls in association with a man, then we see him as someone powerful, someone in charge, someone as a leader who is in control. But for a woman, it somehow has the opposite effect. Why is that? The word dominant derives from the Latin dominus and means Lord, Master. Many of the associations that we use for the term God. Could that potentially be the reason why in particular dominant women are considered as a threat for man? Because if we look at the root word, they would technically see us as their Lord or Master. I leave it up to you to decide.